Hi, today we're going to talk about solving inequalities. So we start with our bell work. I'm just going to draw one number line and we can look at them all from there. So draw our number line from -5 to 5. So -5, -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this first one, x is greater than 3. 0, 1, 2, 3. It's an open circle and we point at everything that's bigger than 3. Okay, I'll do like a brief number line. Here, x is less than 4. I do an open circle at 4, and then x is all the things smaller than it. Okay, here 3 is less than x. Here's my 3, open circle. 3 has to be the smallest thing, which means x is bigger, so x has to go that direction. Notice how this looks different than this, but they're graphed the exact same way. Excuse me. And this last one, 4 is greater than x, means 4 is the biggest thing, so x is smaller than it. And again, just how I want to point out how those two are the same thing, they're just everything is flipped. So today our goal is I can solve and graph inequalities. And you would have written that down on page 35 in your notebook. Then we had to write this rule or fill in this rule. When you multiply or divide by a negative number on both sides, flip the direction of the inequality sign. Okay? Flip the direction of the inequality sign. There we go. And we'll do some practice to see what that means. Okay, so we've got less than, greater than. This is less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. All right, let's solve and graph. We can draw a wall. It's just like solving a normal equation. 4 times x is 4x. 4 times a positive 2 is a positive 8. We have our sign instead of an equal sign. That's like the only difference. Subtract 8 on both sides, and now we have 4x is greater than 8. Divide by 4 on both sides, and we get x is greater than 2. So I have a 2, open circle, and I want x to be bigger than 2. There's my graph. Okay, I have to, let's see, I'll draw my wall. Combine like terms. I have a -2x minus x. That's kind of like a -1x. So now I have a -3x, or a -3x, minus 4 is greater than or equal to 8. Now I can just solve. Plus 4 on both sides. -3x is greater than or equal to 12. Now, here's where I do that rule. Where was it? Multiply or divide by a negative number. Okay? That's what I'm about to do right here. I'm about to divide by a -3. Divide by a -3. So now I have to flip the direction of my sign. So it was greater than or equal to. I have to change it to less than or equal to -4. That's so hard to see. Let me rewrite it over here. X is less than or equal to -4. And then we can graph it. Here's my -4. Closed circle, because it's an equal to, so less than or equal to. And then x is less than. That means 4 is pretty, -4 is big, and x is everything smaller than it. Okay, you would have done teamwork on page 36. Just choose 6 of them. If you want to see the answers to those, then just on Canvas, open up the notebook and it has the answers there. And then we end with some inequalities to solve. Combine like terms. -3 minus 6 gives us 3x minus 9. And it's just like solving an equation. Add 9 to both sides. 0 plus 9 is 9 is less than, sorry, I apologize, 9 is greater than 3x. Divide both sides by 3, and we get, I don't really have space, 3 is greater than x. So it's an open circle at 3, and it says 3 is greater than x, which means 3 is the biggest thing there is. So we have to point at all the smaller stuff. Okay, over here, a +1, -1, that just, those cancel out, that's nothing. And we just have 4x is greater than or equal to -8. I'm going to divide by 4 on both sides. Now, yes, there's a negative here, but I don't care about that. I care about, did I divide by a negative on both sides? No, this 4 was positive on both sides. So the sign stays the same. X is greater than or equal to -2. Closed circle. X is greater than or equal to -2, so I point at the things that are bigger than it. That's an introduction to solving and graphing inequalities. You got this.